I tell you what, this is going to be a short video and you're going to see why. I don't think either company necessarily expected this, but you got RC all-wheel drive wheels and RC four-wheel drive tires, and on the baby Capra UTB18 it is a match made in heaven. Oh yeah. So if you've been following my channel at all, you'll know I'm into comps. I also have developed the HT Feather. It's got its little name hidden under some Velcro there. That shaves 100 grams roughly off the UTB18 and lets you run all the stock components, but it gives you a tilted forward skid and an edge in competition. Combine that with a bit of brass up front and these lovely tires, and I've got a video on that from recently, and you've got a bit of a weapon on the rocks. However, combine that also, and I've got a video for everything I'm about to mention, so see the description. Combine that with the brushless motor. I've since made it silent for anyone that was bugged by that high-pitched whine. And now most recently, some different wheels. And that's today what I want to tell you all about. Let me show you how to make the UTB18 perfect, without spending an absolute packet. Here we go. See my previous videos first so that you get a Capra that looks like this. I'm giving this away too. I'm giving this body away so it doesn't cost you much. You just need to spend a bit on overdrive and on brass, right? And these tires. Now, RC all-wheel drive has been in touch with me just before Christmas, and they've sent me a little box of stuff. Some of it is for RC-TNT, and some of it is also for my local club, Melbourne Comp Crawlers. Big thanks to RC all-wheel drive. They've now sponsored our local club. I've got some prizes on the way for our meets, which I'm very excited about. But for the RC-TNT side, they sent me these wheels recently. These are called Cyber wheels. Ooh. I just disturbed him. He's the most beautiful little sugar glider. He lives in my carport. It's a shame I can't show you. He's hiding. Right, really quickly. 80 grams. These wheels are empty. They come with 31 grams of brass inserts, and there are 8 of them. And you can put in as many or as few as you like. Now you need a balanced wheel, so you can have 2, 4, 6 or 8. Essentially, instead of my plastic wheels, which are about 20 grams a corner, I now have 80 grams in the rear and 111 grams just about in the front with all of them in. Now, all of these in total, all 8 of them, total just under 31 grams. So you can put as many or as few as you like. I wanted a bit of weight in the back, but not really. What I really want is the weight up front. I had a little test and I'm very happy. So let me show you what a difference this makes and this alone. All right, hope you're watching closely. We're going to do this in one take. Let's do it. Problem 1. That extra weight giving a little bit of squish to the tires that I was missing before. I'd prefer some brass on this, but I can't get it. So we're just going to use it in the wheels until I can make a bracket that holds brass hangers inside the wheels. It's so easy. It's so nice. Problem 2. Sorry, I said one take, but I've got to adjust the camera, so I'll probably cut bits of it out. Into problem 3, I think the best way will be to come across. Steeper angle like that, there we go. Take advantage of the mass in those wheels. Problem 3 done. All right, straight into problem 4. Now this is the one to watch closely because you might recall it struggled previously from around this point, I think. We just couldn't get purchase with the tires last time. I'm seeing the tires squishing like they should. That was so much easier. Still a bit of an effort though. You also might notice how silent this is now. I've got the little 40 amp Rhino ESC. Oh, I'm liking this. See the clearance my little skid adjustment has made? Love it. Into problem 5. I know I said one take, but I've had to pause so I can change the camera angle. Look at this. So much latitude for mistakes if I had any. It's just beautiful, and I've got confidence now. I'm really happy about this. And problem 6. It's the middle of summer. I can hardly see the screen on this little GoPro. I'm pretty sure I've got it framed. All right, now look how these tires are squishing. They weren't doing that before. and we had real trouble getting up this. It did it, but it was so much more difficult. Now we can just probably pick our angle, actually. Yeah, look at that. So smooth. So you can see just how much of a difference some of this weight makes. I had a player, tried using a bit less weight, and I found, yeah, I like how it is, and that's the one I showed to you. As you could see with the comparison of plastic wheels to this, where it used to scrabble a little bit and I had to work on it to get it over an obstacle, every single obstacle, just first time, no worries. Now this thing previously with the plastic wheels weighed just under 1 kilogram. Now it weighs 1.3 kilograms roughly. And that extra mass, keeping it down low, has made all the difference. I'd love to put some brass hangers underneath this, and we may do that. Now you can find RC all-wheel drive in my description, but the other little bit of good news to tell you guys about RC all-wheel drive is I've had about 20 something emails back and forth with my contact at RC all-wheel drive. Hi Hans, if you're watching. And we've discussed a few products that they are missing conspicuously in their line. I understand they're making some overdrive and underdrive portal gears for this. They've also done some diff gears now, overdrive and underdrive, and I guided them on what ratios that might be useful, because what I'm hoping for is to get a 10%, 20% or 30% overdrive that you can choose from depending on how you gear it. So keep an eye on their website. Again, links in the description. I'm recording this in early January, so it hasn't been updated yet, but I understand it will be soon. And you're going to have more options for the UTB18 that just didn't exist before, so hooray. They're also doing some stuff on a TRX4M, and in a future video, I'll do it as a live stream, we're going to build a TRX4M from scratch with no Traxxas. I've got nothing against Traxxas, but this is how amazing the aftermarket is, so stay tuned for that. This is coming with me in April to ECCF in Toowoomba, Southern Queensland, so that's our nationals for the year coming up, and I can't wait to run this. I'm now just about as happy with this as I was with my second place national one that I used to have before the axles blew up irreparably, so hooray. Guys, throw me a like. Thank you so much for watching this little one, and big thanks to my channel members. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time on RC-TNT. Cheers.